Good afternoon, sir. I am Mark Steven R. Larisma from Base Marine 3 Charlie, and I currently live here in Palompon, Leyte, Central 2 Poblacion. And for the first question, we are looking at a scenario where a church leader decides to support same-sex civil unions for gay couples. Within a framework where objective moral law considers sex outside of a traditional marriage between a man and a woman to be immoral. The question is, aside from a personal reaction, what would I actually do and what is my moral judgment on this? So, if this happened in my church, my immediate step wouldn't be to cause a scene or walk away in anger. Instead, I would seek an open dialogue and I'd want to sit down and honestly understand the leader's perspective or our church leader, asking what theological or humanitarian reasoning led them to this stance. In ethics, you can't truly evaluate a position until you understand the intent behind it. So, my moral judgment on this comes down to drawing a clear, respectful line between religious doctrine and civil governance. So, from a traditional, objective moral standpoint, like natural law theory, marriage has a specific religious and biological definition aimed at a procreation and the union of a man and a woman. For a church, that's standard is sacred. So, however, a civil union isn't a church sacrament. It's a legal tool created by the state. It handles practical matters like hospitals, visitation rights, and property sharing, and legal protections for individuals who live together. So, my judgment is that a church leader can support civil unions from a standpoint of human rights and legal fairness in a diverse society without necessarily changing the church's internal spiritual definition of holy matrimony. My action would be to promote this distinction within my community to foster understanding rather than division. So, moving on to the second question, whether biological sex is determined at conception or simply assigned at birth, and which claim aligns with both morality and science. So, when we look at the facts, the claim that sex is determined right at conception is the one fully backed both by science and objective ethics. So, biologically speaking, our sex isn't a guess or label given to us later on. The exact second a sperm fertilizes an egg, the genetic blueprint is locked in. If it's an XY chromosome combination, it's a male, and if it's XX, it's female. This genetic code dictates how the body develops from day one. When a doctor says it's a boy or it's a girl at birth, they aren't assigning a gender identity. They are simply observing an objective, biological reality that has existed for 9 months. Ethically, this matter because objective morality is rooted in truth, telling, and respecting reality. So, current gender ideology is often mixed up with biological sex, with gender roles, or how a person psychologically feels. While society defines, shapes culture, gender, expectation, it cannot change biological facts. To say sex is just a sign at birth ignores empirical science. From a moral viewpoint, respecting human dignity means grounding our beliefs in what is objectively true, rather than changing factual realities to fit the modern social theories. So, to wrap things up, handling these tough, tough topics requires us to be both compassionate and truthful. Whether it's understanding the difference between legal rights and religious traditions or standing firmly on biological facts, ethics helps us look past pure emotion so we can think clearly and fairly. So, thank you. That's all.